Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be going over my camera bag. Now I had made a video about, I want to say a month ago or so when this hyperfixation had started. However, at this point it's been a month and the hyperfixation has not gone away, so I am going to just kind of continue to push away the fact that this is becoming another one of my many expensive hobbies. That being said, let's get into it. Over here in this front pouch, we have just wires, pretty much, cables that I need for various things in the bag or outside of the bag. Some USB-C cables, there's a micro B cable as well in the event that I have a battery pack with me. In here, can't see it all that well, but this is just the rain jacket for the camera bag itself. It's on the cheaper side. This whole thing is being done on a budget, but you know, this is what we got so far. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything in this bag here. So let's go ahead and do this in order of stuff that I had obtained. But before we do that, I think we should go over this pocket here first. So this is a wall charger for the batteries for the camera. This is a SD card reader for USB-C, so I can connect it to my phone. Micro USB, as well as USB-A. We have cleaner, microfiber. The other, this is another battery charger for the batteries. It's just instead of using the wall outlet like this one does, it uses USB-C and USB mini B. Basically this is just, you know, if it's easier to use this one, then I'll use this one. If it's easier to use this one, then I will use this one. Alongside that, I also have a backup in the event that one of these fail. So now, as we continue here, we have a 32 gigabyte backup SD card in the event that this one gets full for whatever reason, as well as a coin here for tripod mounts, you know, when I need it, because those come in handy. This is just a random strap that had come with the bag. Alcohol wipes for various things. Extra camera batteries. I have 3 of them in total. And then charging brick as well. You know, this works on this, of course, and cables are in that front pouch. And then, of course, everything just fits right back on into here with a little bit of finagling. And there we go. Now, going over the lenses here. Let's start with the basic one. I know I had said that I would start with, you know, how I obtained stuff. But I think we are gonna go with the basic lenses to the more exciting lenses. So this one is your basic Canon kit lens, 18 to 55 millimeters, stabilizer and such. You know, it's your basic Canon lens. Can't go wrong with it. You know, kind of cheaper build quality, but it'll absolutely get the job done. And this is probably my sharpest lens, to be honest. This one would give it a run for its money, though. Continuing on here, we will go with the prime lens here. I'll get to that hood in a minute. This is the Canon 50 millimeter Mark II, I believe. an aperture of 1.8. So if I do any kind of nighttime shooting, this is the lens that I will be using. My personal opinion, everyone should have a nifty 50 is the nickname for these things. It's just a 50 millimeter prime lens. You know, they're super light. They are good for nighttime, or they are good for low light shooting. On top of that, you know, it keeps the profile of your camera down, and it's just overall, and you can get these for like 50 bucks, 40 bucks used on eBay. And like 100 bucks brand new. So it honestly is a pretty good deal for a lens, especially if you are just starting. Moving on here, you know, below that stuff is just some extra camera and lens covers, you know, for the rear part of the lenses, and then, you know, the camera itself. Put them back in order that I had them. And so this hood here, we'll get to that in one moment. We will go after this guy next. This behemoth here is a 100 to 400 millimeter the telephoto lens, and I had gotten this one for 35 bucks. You know, it's not super great, but it'll still get the job done for a rare task when I need it. This is how it zooms. It's just your simple push-pull lens. This one does have autofocus. It's slow and it's loud, but it does get there. And honestly, in my opinion, when it comes to using this lens, pull it out to your desired millimeter, let it autofocus, right? Okay. And then at that point, move it over to manual, make your fine focusing adjustments, and then take your pictures. Trying to take the pictures with the autofocus on itself does not seem to work all that well, but if you use the autofocus to find the focus, put it into manual, and then adjust it to how you want it, and then take your picture, that is what I've had the best luck with. I also still need to get a proper lens cap size for this, but this one is working for the moment. Now we may have noticed that there's a microfiber cloth here, and that is because underneath that is where I keep the phone that I'm shooting with. This one is a placeholder. The phone that I'm shooting with is my old Samsung Galaxy Note 20. That is no longer my main phone, but I still use it for video because it shoots 4K 60 FPS. So the phone just rests right there on the bottom. Screen up so that no impacts from the bottom of the bag can mess up the screen. Place down the microfiber cloth to keep the screen protected, as well as this lens. Slide that back in, and that is how that pocket is set up. Moving on here, we will go ahead and pull out the camera, show the camera as well as the next lens. The camera that we have here is a Canon EOS Rebel T5i. I like this camera a lot, you know. Am I looking to upgrade? Possibly. Probably not for a little bit. This camera does really well on its own. Might try and get like a used 800D or something like that. But other than that, we're just going to stick with this one for now. I also have a level here on the top, just because it comes in handy every once in a while. The lens here, now admittedly, this is the lens I use the most when it comes to shooting trains, which is what I do the most with this stuff, but I do some other photography here and there. But for shooting trains, this is the one I use the most. It is a Tamron 18 to 270 millimeter zoom. It is a beast of a lens. It is my favorite for versatility. The zoom on it is is crazy, and it's crystal clear. And yeah, I absolutely love this telephoto lens. This is my favorite lens here, just because of its versatility. Absolutely love it. The kit lens can take slightly better quality pictures. So if it's something that's within the 18 to 55 millimeter range, I will use that one. But if I need more zoom, absolutely use that one. That is absolutely the way to go. Now, moving on here is this one. I just got this lens today, and just from testing with it, I absolutely love this thing. This is a Sigma 10 to 20 millimeter, super wide angle lens, and I love it. I need to mess with it a little bit more, but just from the bit that I've used of this, it's a really fun lens. And you know, I paid $75 for it, and I was originally a little, because you know, I'm trying to do all this stuff on a budget. I was originally a little upset about how much money I had spent on a lens, but after using it, the regret is gone. This lens is absolutely amazing. Yeah, I love this thing. And then the last lens here might be a little bit of a surprise. This is a Mellanox 28 millimeter MC manual focus, manual aperture lens. And this does work with my T5i because of this adapter here. And this literally just adapts your Mellanox MD-MC lens mount to your Canon EF mount. And it literally just twists on, clicks into place, and now you have a Canon EF mount ready to go onto your camera. And you know, like I said, you know, there's no zoom. It's essentially a 28 millimeter prime lens with manual focusing and aperture. And you know, I also just got this today, and I've taken some test shots with it, and I will say it's a lot of fun to mess with. I'll even go ahead and throw it on the camera here, just so that you guys can see what that looks like. This is a roughly 70-year-old lens. Got it for a decent price. Fairly happy with it. Yep, and there it is. 70-year-old lens on a roughly 10-year-old camera. Very happy with it. Very happy with it. And it just looks crazy when it's on the T5i. So yeah, that is that. I believe I've gone over everything here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Also hope you guys enjoy some of the rail fanning content that I have been uploading to YouTube. I haven't really truly been rail fanning since 2017 probably. So yeah, it's been fun getting back into this stuff, to be fully honest with you. So that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one, guys.